Number 6 in the Supple 7 sequence is all about focusing, well, really it's a little bit of a cheat because we're doing a couple of different movements, but in this one we're focusing on, again, the hips. In particular, we're focusing on opening up the hamstrings, so if we've got tightness through the hamstrings, also down into the soleus, so into the calf and the soleus muscle further down the leg. And we're also going to look at our internal and external rotators, in particular the adductors, which often get very tight in sports like tennis and football. So again, we're going to need something, ideally a band, or you can use something like a towel. You want a reasonably thick band for this one, just so that you can get a good pull on the exercise. So with this exercise, we're going to start laying down on the back, and very key, people that have extremely tight hamstrings, they'll have an issue trying to straighten the leg out into here, okay? So first off, we need to just try and work on slowly being able to get to the point where we can lengthen. Okay, for myself, hamstrings aren't an issue, so I can get that leg straight quite comfortably. I'm going to lay down on my back, make sure the other leg stays flat on the floor, and then going to take the band, so pull the leg through till I feel a stretch, okay? So here I can feel that there's a stretch happening, okay? I'm then going to work contract relax technique. So I'm going to breathe in and tense tight. As I breathe in, I want to think about pushing the band away from me for a couple of seconds. I'm then going to do a deep exhale and try to pull that leg a little bit further. Okay, so breathe in, tense, push away. 1, 2, 3, deep exhale. And try and pull a little bit further. I can also work into the ankle in this drill, just by working through pushing the ankle towards the ceiling, and then also doing some inversion and eversion exercises. Okay, so that's just going to go a little bit deeper into the calf and open up any tightness that I may have, restrictions around the ankle joint. Once I've worked for about 10 breaths, so push and pull with my hamstrings and open it up, I'm then going to let this leg drop down. Okay, so keeping the other leg on the floor, I'm going to let this leg drop down and out to the side. Very important on this one that I keep the hips flat on the floor rather than roll out. Okay, so make sure the other leg stays nice and tight. From here, I'm just going to work the same thing. So I'm just going to work a breathe in. As I breathe in, you'll notice the leg will naturally rise up. And then as I exhale, I'm going to get a dropping of the leg. So breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. Okay, and as you'll notice, each time I exhale, I should be getting a little bit deeper and letting that leg get closer to the floor. But make sure as you're doing it, you're focused and you're keeping the other leg and the whole of the back and the hip nice and tight to the floor. Okay, so the first one's our hamstring, then we're going to work out to that side. And then finally, we're going to work a little bit more into the glute med. So this time we're going to go back to the top of the position, get it tight enough, keep this left leg down tight to the floor, and then I'm just going to let the leg come over this time to the other side. But try again, don't let the body roll, try and keep the other leg as straight as possible, and then we're just pulling through. Again, breathe in, exhale. Breathe in, exhale. And working exactly the same procedure there, so just gradually using gravity in your breathing to help you get a little bit deeper into the stretch and the movement. Okay, so that is number 6.